Hi, I'm Kayla Day, and I'm the 2016 Junior U.S. Open champion, and you're Inside Tennis with the Cause.
Colette Lewis, you have been covering the U.S. Open Juniors for 15 years. What do you like about this one, 2016?
Of course, to get a girls champion from the United States is always a wonderful part, makes the tournament a wonderful finish. So after two Americans played in the final in the boys last year, we had another champion on the girls' side this year, so that was a fantastic result, and it was great to see her play so well.
Kayla Day is tough, isn't she? She's here to stay.
She is. It was a great to see her after losing that very painful doubles match last night.
Late into the night.
And after 9 o'clock, and coming in doing press, having to recover and be back out here by 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's a big ask for anybody emotionally and physically. She's been here 2 weeks. Maybe more, 3 weeks, because she played in the women's main draw. So for her to still have the grit to come back from that disappointment and to play as well as she did today in a final was a great testament to her.
I've been having fun seeing a lot of you lately on the pro circuit and the junior circuit. But are you ready to call New York home? You've been here almost 3 weeks or more. What's that like?
Yeah, I love New York, but I don't know if I could live here. I think it's a little bit too much.
Pace is fast, isn't it?
It's very fast, and where I'm from, everybody's really laid back, and it's in California, so it's just different. But I love being here. I love staying here. I just don't know if I could fully commit.
What does this American Slam mean to you?
It means so much to be able to win a junior slam and also have it be my home slam. It's just a great feeling.
A very quick turnaround. You were on the court last night at 10. How did you physically and mentally get yourself back in shape to go?
Well, I did a lot of stretching, ate a good dinner. I felt really good physically. I think the more tougher part was mentally. I had a little bit of a tough time at first recovering from my doubles match, but I was able to set that aside and really focus on my singles today.
Let's talk about focus. You're in double demand. You're going to school at the same time in the classroom, or is it online? Or
yeah, it's online. Yeah, I do all my school online.
How does that work? How do you budget the time?
So if I normally have practice in the morning and throughout the day, so when I get home, I'll do it in the evening, or I'll do it on weekends, or just whenever I have free time, I try and get it done.
All right. 2016 U.S. Open champion. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You had double-digit Americans into the round of 16. How impressive is that?
That was very impressive because we had girls that we expected to get there, and then we had qualifiers and lucky losers and all sorts of 14-year-olds. It was a wonderful representation of the depth of American junior girls tennis right now.
Wow, what a statement with our young girls. 10 out of 16 in the round of 16.
I think it's really a testament to our partnership with the private sector that's been in the makings for the last 4 or 5 years. The Team USA initiative is really bearing fruit. It's also a testament to the work of our national coaches, working collaboratively with those private sector coaches, and the fact that we've just got a lot of really good talent in the pipeline.
You know, we are so excited about our player development program and about our juniors that are coming up in the ranks, because they are our future stars on the professional circuit. And what the player development has done with the USTA and working with the private coaches of these players in their hometowns has really shown how we've evolved and how that working relationship has helped with all of these young players coming from around the country that are coming together and they're training together occasionally and now competing together on the highest stage. And to have it happen here at the U.S. Open we're really excited about it.
Well, extremely proud, and Team USA is just really taken off, and all the hard work at the USTA and the USTA coaches and the private sector coaches all working together seems to be paying off big dividends.
Yes, I love that Team USA. In fact, I'm going to brag, but no, it's sharing. They invited me to have dinner with them at one of the challengers in Sarasota, and I was so touched. I mean, there's some real fellowship and sororityship with these kids.
Oh, absolutely. And you can see it not just amongst the juniors, but amongst the pros as well. And
Yes,
the
correct.
camaraderie is really great. And, you know, going out for dinner and watching each other play, if you go to all the tournaments, and playing doubles together more and practicing together, and all the coaches too, working together and learning from one another. It's been a very satisfying experience.
Kylie, every kid that plays the U.S. Open had a dream of playing at the U.S. Open. Do you remember when you started dreaming about playing here?
Yeah, I did. I remember when I was 8 years old, I was always, watching all the slams, and, I used to draw a lot, so I was drawing pictures of the U.S. Open. I mean, I was just always like my dream tournament to play here, and hopefully one day on Arthur Ashe. I'm very excited to be here.
I've been coming to the U.S. Open ever since I was little, but when I was 10 years old, I came here with one of my dad. He was coaching Radek Stepanek. I came here with him and my dad, and I just fell in love. I gave up hockey and just started playing tennis. I fell in love with it when I came here.
Well, you are a veteran at age 17. You played 3 U.S. Open juniors, 2 U.S. Open women's. How comfortable do you feel here?
I feel pretty comfortable. I feel like this is my hometown, and I love playing here.
I mean, I always probably the first year I started playing tennis, the U.S. Open was probably the first thing I kind of knew about, as a tennis player, because I live here, and it was always a dream for me to be here, and I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, I came here for the first time when I was around 6 years old, and I've been coming every year since. Now I'm playing, so when I was 7, 8 years old, it was a dream of mine to be playing here, and now here I am.
I mean, I've always loved coming to the U.S. Open, so I mean, it was always a dream to be like the guys that you see walking around. They're like gods when you're young.
It's really fun. I think U.S. Open is one of my favorite Grand Slams.
Yeah, well, I started to dream about that when I started to play tennis. That was a goal in my life, and finally I can play it. And I hope I can come back and play it in the pros as well. It's an amazing feeling to play here.
Felix, you just won the 2016 U.S. Open.
Yeah.
When did you start to dream about playing here, and did you ever dream about winning it here?
Yeah, obviously, as a kid, growing up playing tennis, you watch the U.S. Open on TV, and you really hope to be here one day.
Probably when the first time I started, that's what I thought about. That's what I dreamed about my whole life, and so it happened. Yeah.
Did you ever write it on a mirror or on the wall or someplace saying, I'm going to play at the U.S. Open?
No, I wrote it. I wrote a letter when I was 8 or 9 to my first coach, writing out all my hopes and dreams.
And they have come true. Philippe, Juan Carlos, what does this mean not only to you but to your countries? First of all, congratulations.
Thank you. It's the best moment of my life. So win a Grand Slam is not for everyone, and I'm just really happy. Thank you to everyone who was here to support us, and thank you for my family there in Brazil. Support me a lot, and thank you to Juan. We were playing too well together, and
I mean, obviously, it means a lot to my country in Bolivia. I think I'm the first junior or tennis player that ever won a Grand Slam. So I'm very proud, and I want to thank everyone back home in Bolivia. They've been supporting me a lot this week, And obviously, I wanna thank Felipe. He's been a great doubles partner this week. I was at the beginning of the week. I was joking around saying we were gonna win this slam, our first slam.
Big joke, eh?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I was pretty confident. I knew we would play good doubles together, but I honestly didn't think we would make it this far. So it was great.
The experience you had before is kind of limited. You played one tournament, you won a round, then you lost in the second round, and all of a sudden you come here. What's the chemistry? We see the chemistry off the court. You're having fun. You're having some fun out there when you play together too, aren't you?
Yeah,
You relax. You loosen up a lot.
Yeah, we play like so happy in the court, try to do all we can do, but I don't know. I'm really happy for us. For one a Grand Slam, it's not for everyone. Like I say, yeah. And it's this. I don't know how to say. I don't know how I'm feeling now. Just so happy.
Exciting plans ahead tonight. What do you have planned?
Yeah, Felipe has pretty exciting plans. He's taking a flight at 10 p.m. And actually, I need to go. I'm gonna play next week at 25K in Toronto, so I need to drive back all the way to Toronto.
You're old enough to drive?
No, my family is driving. And, yeah, it's an 8-hour drive, so pretty exciting night for us. But no, we're obviously pretty. We're very happy. We can't believe we just won a slam. So I think it's the biggest moment of our careers.
It's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? We just won a slam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's an unbelievable feeling. I can't describe this moment right now.
It was fun, honestly. I think, before the match, I think all of us were talking and we were all together in one room just having a good time. So, but I think, once we came out here, it was, match time, and we were trying to focus on just 1 point at a time. And I think we were just trying to take care of business out there. Once we got on the court, it was game time, and so I think off the court, we remain good friends. But we were just really happy to get the win.
A good way to spend a Saturday night in New York. Yeah. What's it like being a foursome out there representing your country in their slam? And there's the audience. You almost packed the house tonight.
Oh, yeah. That was an amazing feeling to have an All-American final, especially because it hasn't happened in a long time. And especially in New York, it was a night match, so we were all pretty pumped about that. We were like, oh, my gosh, this is like playing the real deal. Like the U.S. Open night match at Grandstand. If only it was at Ash, but it's okay.
You know what impressed me? Just a few minutes ago, I heard one of you or both of you saying it would have been okay if the other team won, the other American team. And you really believe that, don't you, and feel that?
Yeah. I really do, honestly. Caroline and Kayla are very tough competitors, and we're also really good friends with them. And just to have an All-American final, as Anna said, it's a blessing to be able to represent America here at the U.S. Open. So, honestly, either way of the result, if we had lost, I would have been happy for them. And if we have won, I'm still happy for them for getting this far and for representing the U.S. So this really means a lot to us, and it should mean a lot to them, too.
So Mary Jo Fernandez has a great foursome to put right into the Fed Cup in a few years. You like the idea?
Of course, that would be amazing. Since we're such close friends, I think that would be a fun thing to do.
I'm going to let you have some fun now on Saturday night. Boys, 18 and under champion here is only 16 years old. This Canadian Felix can play tennis, and he knows it.
Yes, he's been on the radar now for a little over a year and a half, and he's really stepping up right now. After making the French final and having a disappointing loss, he was all business, especially the last couple of days. He really stepped up his game from the quarterfinals on, and as I believe Patrick Gibson said, if he's playing at this level, no one in the juniors is going to beat him. And Patrick, who lost to him himself, was right.
Coming last year was a bit of a first experience. I was
You're only 15 though.
Yeah, I was
correct?
younger also, so it was good first experience, and it was a bit of a dream come true. And today it's one again. it's another dream come true, and I'm really happy that I was able to win here. Yeah.
How big is this for you? How big is it for your country, for Canada?
Yeah, obviously, tennis is an individual sport, so obviously the win comes at me first, and it's really great for my career, and it's a great accomplishment for me. But I'm happy for the way Canadian tennis is going right now. We have a few players coming up, and they're all my fellow friends. So I wish them all the best, and I hope we can really reach the highest stage in tennis. Yeah.
Another great one in the books for Zoo Tennis, zootennis.com. With this woman, she lives this stuff.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Colette.
Hi, my name is Felix Ojali-Yassim, and I'm the 2016 U.S. Open Juniors champion.
And you're inside tennis with the cause.